Hi guys, it's Ivy. So in this video I'm going to talk about Capricorn versus Aquarius. What's the difference between these two signs? Both of them are ruled by Saturn. So how do they compare? What's Aquarius all about and what's Capricorn all about? And I'm going to be using ancient wisdom of astrology in order to describe these signs, right? So what's the difference? Capricorn is the feminine expression of Saturn and Aquarius is the masculine expression. So one popular thing that you will hear about Capricorn versus Aquarius is that Capricorn is about structure and Aquarius is about breaking that structure. This does not make sense. Capricorn is the winter solstice, and we know winter solstice is the darkest time of the year. So Capricorn comes to symbolize darkness, right? Darkness is not bad. Darkness represents a gray area. Darkness is where anything is possible. It is lack of form, lack of structure. Here's me in my bedroom right now. You can see me with the lights on. And here's me in the dark. In the dark, form and structure breaks down. It is as though in the dark, reality disintegrates. It falls apart and anything is possible. So Capricorn actually symbolizes breaking down structures and breaking down reality. One of the biggest stereotypes you will hear about Capricorn is that they are business people. They make really great bosses, all that kind of stuff. Why is that? It's because Capricorn thinks outside of the box. Why does Capricorn think outside of the box? Because Capricorn destroys the box. So if form doesn't exist, then you can make anything happen, right? That's why Capricorn tends to be more creative, more imaginative, more thoughtful. That thoughtful expression of Saturn, because Capricorn is the feminine expression of Saturn. Aquarius is where we start to integrate structure back into our lives after slowly emerging out of the dark. Why? Because when the sun is in Aquarius, it is mostly dark, right? In the sky, it's mostly dark, but light is slowly gaining. Light, which is what gives us form and structure and reality. Aquarius represents that form and that structure slowly coming back. This is why Aquarius tends to represent being a little odd or being a little different. Aquarius tends to be a little bit odd because Aquarius is coming from a place where reality doesn't exist, where time doesn't exist, where the limits of form and human body and social constructs, Aquarius is coming from a place where none of these things exist. That's why they are a little bit odd, because it's like, Aquarius represents making sense when things don't make sense. Aquarius actually rules structure, form, labels, divisions, it rules oppositions, it rules poles, it rules extremes. That's why Aquarius has that reputation of being a scientist or a mathematician or being an inventor, right? Or an engineer, because these are things that require definition and structure and form and limits and obeying the laws of reality. Capricorn breaks down the fabric of reality. So Capricorn tends to be the sign that's a little more creative, a little more imaginative, a little more inventive, but also prone to depression, prone to melancholy, prone to feeling trapped by the limits of reality, because Capricorn always wants to transcend outside of time, space, whatever the fuck we're living in. While Aquarius is the one that defines reality. It defines time, it defines space, it defines meaning, it creates labels, it makes distinctions, it defines the fabric of reality. So if you like Marvel movies, Saturn represents the time stone and the reality stone. So that means both Capricorn and Aquarius represent these infinity stones. Capricorn tends to be more the reality stone. Aquarius tends to be more the time stone. The way that Capricorn uses the reality stone is literally to bend and break and warp reality. You know, like Thanos' line, like, now reality can be whatever I want it to be. That's literally Capricorn, because Capricorn is always trying to transcend the limits of reality. Whereas Aquarius is going to be more of that time stone. Aquarius is really good at going back into the past and bringing back the best parts of the past. And also, Aquarius is really good at doing that for the future, too. I'm sure you've heard the stereotype Aquarius is a progressive sign. That's because Aquarius is able to predict the future, you know, because Aquarius is a scientist, Aquarius is a geometrist, Aquarius is an astronomer, an astrologer, right? Using the sky and the stars to predict time. You know, Aquarius is basically Doctor Strange, right? Aquarius is the sorcerer supreme, you know, like protecting the time stone and using it to go to the past and bring that to the present, or go to the future and bring that to the present, you know, like that's how it works.